Welcome to another episode of Behind the Bar podcast, brought to you by the coaches and clients of RT Fitness Durham, Sunderland and the Barbell Club, where we take you from complete beginner to photo shoot ready. So just before we start today, again, we are now having an intake for our January 2023 starters, which is Monday the 9th of January at both of our units, RT Fitness Sunderland, which is in Southwick, and RT Fitness Durham, which is in Gilesgate, just next to the big Tesco's. This is going to be starting off on our 90-day total transformation, and if you've got 20 to 40 pounds to lose, this is the one to really kickstart your year. So all you've got to do, there's a link below here in the description, click that, answer a few questions, book a call in with Sarah. Sarah's going to ask you what your goals are. It'll be a 10 to 15 minute phone call, and then from there we can get your deposit down and your space secured to start that 2023 start. So on today's episode we have Paige. Paige, I learned a lot from Paige in this one when it comes to female maintenance calories. Some real eye-openers for this one. And if you are a female yourself and if you've ever wanted to get into weightlifting, this is a good one to listen to, because Paige has only ever done our barbell program. She's gone from never lifting weights to a huge 90 kg bench press, which is nearly 1.5 times her body weight. So this is a beauty, so enjoy this one. Do I look cute?
Yeah, you look
Thanks.
beautiful.
Right. Paige, hello.
All right.
So, who's the best at Fortnite?
Me.
You.
Obviously.
Okay. Out of me, you, Jack and Paige. Me, you, Jack and Paige. Me, you, Jack and Sarah.
Obviously me.
What a knob. Right, so who are you? I was supposed to ask you who was the best at Fortnite, but anyway, it is Paige. Yeah, it is. So, who are you, and what's your work-life balance to be able to fit in your training, etc.?
I'm Paige. My work's fairly similar to Jack's, apart from I don't have to do overtime, so like fairly standard. Like I start work at 8, so I mean it's tight when we've been here on a morning to get home, get changed, to get out, get to work. Realistically, normally I finish somewhere between 4 and 5, but it's a desk job, so
right.
I'm sat all day.
Yeah.
So I get to work at home 2 days a week as long as I've got nothing on, which is great. We've got a little treadmill in the house, means I can get some steps in during the day. But like on the days that I'm in the office, it's so train here in the morning, go to work, sit still pretty much all day, like down a load of water, so I've got an excuse to walk to the loo to get some steps in, walk to the furthest loo away so I can actually walk further, and then finish on a night, and then generally seat of the horses, which isn't the easiest thing, so like that's still a decent workout. I've still got to try and get those ridden if I can, and then we've started doing a little bit more cardio on a night, and then maybe like, so say we've done bench on the morning, we'll do a little bit of arms, because it's fun, isn't it? You know, arms are fun. So that's pretty much our day. I mean, we don't stop from getting here at 6, and then we're getting back in the house at about 9 on a night.
Right.
Just straight through.
Wow.
Constantly. The stillest I am is at work.
Right.
And I think they see me at work and they're like, oh, you know, she sits, and I'm quite strict with my food and stuff when I'm doing, like when I'm at work. And so they bring in all of these cakes, and I don't think they understand what goes on outside.
Right.
Because obviously everyone just sits there. And I've got one person that will go for a walk at lunch.
Right,
so
okay,
everyone
that's
else
good.
Stays in the office. We go for, like, we use our lunch half hour to go for a half an hour walk, come back. It's like a mile and a half. It's not too bad, but at least gets you out of the office. And everyone's like, yeah, it's raining, you're still going? And I'm like, yes. You just put on a coat. Yeah. Off you go. Like if you don't move, you feel horrid.
Yeah.
So.
But is this because of your, like, say, now attitude towards fitness and health, or?
Yeah, but I don't think they realise it. I don't think they understand how much difference like a small walk like that can make. Yeah. We went away, so they did. We did volunteering for a place down the road, and we all went, and the company was really lovely. They organised a lunch and a little packed lunch thing. And at the time I was actually on the shred. I'd already had my lunch, my lunch was at work, I was ready. And I got this bag, and I got given this bag, and I looked at it, and I went through everything that was inside of it. And inside of that bag alone that they ate for lunch was more than my calorie allowance for the day.
Right.
There was a flapjack in it that was a 420 calorie flapjack alone.
Right.
That was more than my lunch sat at work. And they were like, oh, you can just have a little bit, just have some of the flapjack, it's not that bad. And I'm sat here looking at this thing thinking, you all have no idea how much you're putting in. And they were like, oh, it's fine, the average person can have 2,000 calories. And I was sat there thinking, yes, but this bag is 1.5.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, but I'm going to the gym tonight. And I was like, right.
Yeah.
And they were like, but it's fine, the average person can have 2,000. And the person that was saying this was a very petite, and I mean smaller than me, and I know I'm small.
Yeah.
She must only be about 5 foot.
Right.
Woman saying that, oh yeah, I can have like 2,000 because I'm going to the gym on a night. And I was sat there thinking, no. No. She was like, what do you mean no? I was like, how much do you walk? She was like, oh, I get about 5,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, okay. And you just kind of think this isn't a conversation worth having. And they all sat and ate all of this food, and I was sat there thinking, this is the issue. No one understands what they're putting into themselves.
Yeah.
They just see, like, they were like, oh, it's fine, it's a ham sandwich. But that ham sandwich was still like a between 400 and 500 calorie sandwich.
Yeah.
And I'm sat there thinking, I've got essentially the same sat at work, but I've made that 300 so
Yeah.
that I can have something else with it. Like,
And they'll have a bag of crisps and a bar of chocolate.
bag of crisps, bar of chocolate, bottle of pop.
Yeah.
They'll go to work and there'll be cakes on the desk, there'll be sweets on the desk. It's just constant consumption.
I think these the 2,000 calorie thing where she said it. It's a broad statement in any way because of height, all the rest of it.
Yeah.
But that's generally on a person who does do 10,000 steps per day.
That's what I tried to tell them.
And most of these office people who you describe, because you're totally right about everybody that they're having a clue about it. And it's like, we are now at an office all day, every day, where you're doing your half-hour walk, which builds it up a bit just to get the average movement what we should be having.
Yeah.
And it's fucking scary.
But that's the thing, they only see the average of what they should take in. They don't see the average steps, they don't see the average
energy
exercise
output,
for the day that they should be doing. All they see, because obviously the government's changed their stuff, so every single restaurant you go to has don't forget, the average adult needs 2,000 calories a day. Which is everywhere. But they don't then but the average adult also needs an hour of exercise a day, 10,000 steps a day, so many litres of water a day.
Yeah.
They don't include all of the other things that you also need to outweigh that 2,000.
I've never thought of that, like.
They just put the 2,000 calories, so everyone's like, it's fine. I've not eaten more than 2,000 calories. And I'm like, but have you done everything else?
Yeah.
Have you sat all day and eaten your 2,000 calories, therefore you shouldn't have eaten your 2,000 calories?
Yeah. You're right, because when we set calories for people, generally female will say 1,700 calories, but that's as long as you're having your 3 to 4 sessions per week and your 10,000 steps minimum. And it's like, I always say minimum, but everybody will always try and just do the minimum, but then they'll under track, so they are probably having 2,000, so it just balances it out anyway, and they don't lose weight. I like that. I'll be stealing that from you. So, so what's your earliest fitness? What's been your fitness life?
I've done everything. I was talking this through with Jack on the way. When I was younger, Mum put me into everything, and it was very much like a try a sport, see if you like it, see if it sticks kind of thing. She's never forced me into anything. So at one point, I was quite heavily into tennis. I was going to do that for the county, and I gave that one up. As soon as anything gets serious, I get a bit, I just get nervous, and so I back off. So I got so far with that, and then they wanted me to compete, so I backed off that. I did the same with swimming. I used to love swimming, and then they wanted me to compete with that, so I backed off that one. I think the only one that I did gymnastics, but I'm not naturally flexible, as we all know.
Yeah.
So that one didn't stick, which is fine. And the one that eventually stuck was riding, like horse
Right.
riding, because, you know, it's the one that I could do the best. It was easy enough. I didn't have to be flexible. It was great. You don't, relatively to start it, you don't need the greatest amount of fitness, and then everything builds together. As you get better at it, your fitness gets better. It's a slow progression.
And
so,
no pressure to compete or anything like that.
I mean, that came well later. I mean, I started riding when I was probably under 10. We didn't get our first horse until I was 12.
Right.
So I'd probably been riding 5-6 years before we got our first horse, and then that was a share, and I didn't get my first pony until I was 13.
Right.
And then it just slowly builds from there. So yeah, that was fairly, that's my static. That's
Not
what
just
I do.
one pony anymore, is it?
Four now. It's all right. It's okay, because I've given Mum one, so technically I only have 2 now. We have 2 each.
Is Jack got the other one, like?
No.
One was your mum's already,
yeah, so
and then you've given your mum
4.
one. All right, okay.
Yeah, so I only have 2, and she has 2, so everything's fine.
Right, okay.
We're at a good number now.
Must be good riding them at the same time.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. One's a lunatic, and the other one's a child. So yeah, it's great. Love it. But yeah, that's my main sport. I've tried little bits, and like we do like going rock climbing and things. But I'd never been a gym person until we started here. It was,
was it?
It was
Right.
just riding.
Okay.
I joined gyms, don't get me wrong. Everyone's joined gyms.
Yeah.
And you know, you pay the money and like, yes, I will go. Or you go and then you walk on
3
the
sets of
treadmill
10
for
on
a
every
bit.
machine. Yeah.
And then you look, I'd look at the machines and be like, all right, I don't know what to do with those. I'm good, I'll just go. So I'd
Right.
do like a bit of running and then leave. Like I'd do a couple of miles and then go.
Cross trainer?
No,
Bike?
no, rower. I do love a rower.
Right, okay.
Back.
Right, yeah.
Like I love a rower, so I'd do like a 2-mile run, do like 1,000 meters or something on the rower, and then be like, yeah, that'll do me.
Right.
Off you go, and I'll finish. So yeah, majority of my stuff was my riding, up until fairly recently still was.
Right.
And then yeah, we started here, and then this kind of took over a bit more. And to be honest, the riding, because of the way things have gone with horses, you know, it's like they change and stuff. It's not like they're static. So that's taken a bit of a back seat at the minute. And I do mostly weights.
Right. So with the weightlifting, because you came straight into us with weightlifting rather than where most people do come through the carnage with the circuit style stuff, why? Why did you go straight into? Okay.
I hate it. I can't stand it. I can't do it. I hate it. I don't know whether some of it comes from when I broke my leg, and I don't particularly enjoy running.
Right.
My favourite cardio is the horses. Like,
Okay.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm doing. I'm comfortable with it. I can keep control of it. When I do something like running or any kind of cardio, I've got no capacity to slow myself down. So I just go, like I'm just a sprinter. I just go full pelt.
Right.
And then I'll wear myself out and be like, okay, this isn't for me anymore.
A dwarf.
Yeah.
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 Great over short distances.
Yeah, I am great over short distances. So like carnage and stuff just doesn't appeal to me, because I'll go absolutely like hell for leather for 10 seconds and then just be like, oh, okay, I'm done. That's me, I'm out. And I just want to leave.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it. So the weights just appealed to me more. It was more, it forced me to slow down.
Right.
I can't rush through everything. I have to think about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, that's why the weights seemed.
But you were doing cardio style stuff, like, because you were doing the Tough Mudders as well, weren't you?
When I got with Jack.
Right. Okay.
Before.
So was it just to impress him?
Because he enjoyed it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it was like, I'll give any sport a go.
Yeah.
So it was just something I was like, well, I'll try it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I'll not do it again. But I don't know. I might enjoy it. So yeah, I just gave it a go. I'll give anything, any sport. I'll have a go. It's great fun.
So would you say weights has become your passion now?
Yeah. I love it. It's great. If I can be stronger than everyone, that would be great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
What's your bench press?
90 at the moment for one.
For a single.
Not doing too bad. I think for reps 70.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I seen
Not
that the other
bad.
day. Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah,
For
it's
about
all right.
50 kilos. How heavy are you?
About-
Or how heavy were you when you got your 90 kilos? Because then that's quite relevant, isn't it?
62, I think it was.
62, yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, not
Excellent.
bad.
Sarah hates that, but hey.
I think I'm doing body weight for incline at the minute.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is, I'm quite happy with that one. Yeah.
So which is your best lift? Or favourite lift?
Bench.
Bench, yeah.
Bench, yeah, bench. But let's be honest, gotta love a back day.
Right, okay.
One arm rows.
Do you?
It's my favourite.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But the weights is my favourite thing at the minute.
Thing is, you like glass back, I would say, is the easiest way to describe it when you were over Sunderland. But that's came up, I think, obviously since coming to here after lockdowns, it's really developed.
Dan's been brilliant. If I turn around and say that something's not right, we'll kind of take a step back, look at why it isn't, we fairly understand which exercises don't work for me. So like goblet squats aren't worth it. So we'll play around with things to make sure that the ones that we know will play on my back are done last. So at the moment we're doing lunges, squat and RDL. As a set of 3.
Right.
So we go lunges first, then my squat, and then my RDL. Because
Right,
I can
okay,
still do my
yeah.
RDL, but if I do RDLs first, I can't do my lunges.
The rest, yeah.
So he's really good at trying to work out what locks it up and when, and what weights we can use to still stretch it out and make it a bit stronger without pushing it to pain. Yeah, brilliant. It's far better than it used to be. My squat's gone up a load.
Because I think for a while when I was coaching you, me and Mash were coaching you over Sunderland, I think we pretty much stuck on 60-ish for a long time. And I think maybe it's like 62 to 65, but over every 2-week increments rather than like, say, a weekly increment where you can do it sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
he's really, really good. I think initially neither of us really understood what it was. I don't think we quite understand what it exactly is other than some tightness. But we can manage it a lot better, and I can progress other parts of my legs without hindering at the moment, which is great. Like odd things like back day, the rack pulls or the deadlifts are a nightmare if I've got legs next. So if you've got back on like a Friday, I'm fine. I'll do it.
Yes.
I'll do a deadlift, I'll do a rack pull, and then I'll deal with it for the weekend, move on, everything's fine. If we know I've got legs the next day, I'll do something else. Like at the moment, rather than rack pull, I'll do some wide grips.
Yes, yeah. That's good.
Then we know that I can still do the entirety of leg day rather than getting rid of leg day for the sake of a rack pull.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just...
And would you say legs is your main focus at the minute then?
Yeah, I want to build my legs a bit.
Right, so what did you do this morning?
I did back.
Oh, imagine that.
I like my back.
Right. But you need to do your legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got... Yeah.
So why would you say weightlifting then, for a female especially, why have you stuck it out for so long, and why really? Because like I would say a lot of women are scared to lift weights, going to a gym, etc., etc. What's the feeling weights give you then to make it to stick it out for this long?
Just enjoy it. It's just good fun. I think sometimes it is. It's like an adrenaline rush to look at weight and then realise how much you weigh in comparison and be like, I lifted that, that's not bad, that. It's all right. I enjoy it. And to be honest, I think like part of it that really makes it is the group that I've got with the girls. They're great.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I know we've got Paul added in,
yeah.
but no, like Sandy
which is debatable.
Yeah, a little bit. Like Sandy, Ellie, yeah, they're great. I love having like the little... I think that's the big thing about being here. When you go into a normal gym, like, I don't want to say there's a certain type of girl, but there's a certain type of girl.
Right.
And...
basically with a camera up a hoop.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And they're all, don't get me wrong, they look cute in their little sets and they all look lovely, but they go round in their little groups and do their little bit of legs.
Yeah.
And there's no pushing with it. Whereas you come here and all of the girls are like, yes, we are going to be stronger than the men. And it's like, yeah, I love it. Yeah, great, fantastic. I'll be stronger than men, let's do it.
Yeah. I am particularly proud of all of the bench presses what the girls get in here. Like,
Yeah.
I think we have the best benches in girls, because I see other people, like even people who are like professionals and stuff like that, and I watch what they lift, and it's like, fucking, we do better than that.
Yeah, they're great. Like, I love coming in on a morning and they want to lift more. They want to be stronger. They know that they're not going to turn out like the Hulk. They're not going to walk out here and not be able to fit through the door on the way out. They know it just makes them feel good, and it's enjoyable. It's nice.
And I don't think you get a choice with Dan, though, do you?
No.
Like to have an easy session.
No.
But that's what you want, isn't it?
I'd have to sit in a corner and cry.
Yeah.
For him to give me an easy session.
He wouldn't know what to do with a crying girl.
No, he wouldn't.
Go, cry.
I think really the only time he's ever, and he doesn't even back off, he's like, oh, it's okay, it's the last week of your shred, we'll just keep the weights the same. And I'm like, okay, right, I'll take
Even though it's went up all the way through.
Yeah, he's like, it's great, your weights haven't gone down. I'm like, you haven't given me a chance.
Yeah. But that's what you want,
yeah.
isn't it? That's the thing, it's mint.
Yeah.
2 shreds. First one, how was that?
Horrendous.
Right. Why did you do it?
To see whether I could.
Right, okay.
Basically, just to see whether or not I could. Yeah, why not? So like I said, I'll give it a go. So yeah, to see what happened.
What did you drop in that, in the 12 weeks on the first one?
I can't remember.
No. Well, how did you feel when you compared the 2 photos?
I can't believe I looked like the first one.
Neither could I.
I can't believe I looked
Everyone
like
was
the
saying,
first one.
I didn't even remember Paige looking like that.
I remember looking at it when you put it up, and I was like, oh my god, what is that? What is this? No, awful. Hate it. Can't stand it. I hate those photos.
Dear,
the worst things.
I love them.
I can't believe I looked like that. I'm just like straight down. I look like a box.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean it's great. I still have them on my phone.
Yeah.
Because occasionally I'll go back and I'll be like, okay, don't look like that again. Don't look like that again.
But to be fair, even the thing is that before, right? As much as the photos look bad compared to your good one, because obviously you're always going to look worse compared.
Yeah.
But you walking around then, everybody would be still happy with that physique.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they?
Yeah. I wasn't bad, and my head struggles with things sometimes. So, I struggle to. I can't see the way I look, which is hard.
Right.
I don't think that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it does. Yeah. Most people like that.
So it's really difficult that I saw those photos and my head has to be like, oh right, okay, Jesus, you look like that. And then I see the other ones and I'm like, but surely you don't look like those ones either.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that is just for one day.
Yeah. So my head's stuck in the middle.
You're not going to oil up every day, are you?
Yeah. It's a weird concept to look at yourself and be like, I am neither of these.
Yeah.
Do you know? Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, because those photos get you into such great shape for that one day and one photos, and that's what a lot of people never understand about fitness models and Instagram and stuff like that, because they get a shitload of photos in 100 different outfits all in one day, and then they post them all year and pretend they're like that. Yeah. But you are still like before, after, you're like there.
Yeah.
And that's a good, happy place for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's where people should sort of, I suppose, once they've put the mask on. Are you happy with the mask, what you've put on?
Yeah.
To get to that, because you're here.
Yeah.
You're close at the shred, though, because it was only a week away.
2, 3 weeks?
It'll be 3 weeks this Saturday, bro.
Yeah.
So you're close to that end in any way. Are you happy there?
Yeah. It's one of those where I go into work and they see me through, all of the grumpy kind of not eating, final week, all of the water, because they like to point and laugh at my big jug that I take into work, my 2-litre jug.
Yeah.
And so they saw the photos and someone came up to me and they were like, oh, so do you still look like that? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
I was like, do you not remember me coming into work and drinking everything and then not drinking everything? I can't physically look like that
Yeah.
every day. It's not possible. You're not happy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's lovely and they're great and I love my photos, but for me to look like that, I am the worst human being.
Yeah.
I'm horrible. I'm awful. Like, I finished and I took
I mean,
them
you're super
in
happy,
some
Paige, at
sweets.
6 a.m, aren't you?
It depends on the day. It depends on the day. If it's bench, I'm fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you were on legs day, man. I was trying to make you smile the other day.
No, you and Paul chatting away, and I'm like, I just need to stretch and
Yeah.
do legs and leave. And then come into bench, I'm fine.
Right, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm all right. I'm fine.
Yeah. Second shred.
Yep.
Why? Because you got in mint shape.
Yeah.
So what, between the two shreds, what happened there?
I kind of lost my head with my food, to be honest. I don't, like, for all I'd learned what I needed to learn with my food, I hadn't got to the point where I'd started putting it into practice.
Right.
Of needing to stay to that routine, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
My head had put it as, that's the 12 weeks, okay, you got to the end,
Yeah.
normal life. And so I pretty much went back to where I was before the shred. I wasn't far off. I must have only been 3 or 4 pounds off the starting weight of the first one.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had more muscle because I'd had a couple of months of actually lifting again with some energy, which is lovely. But yeah, I hadn't put what I'd learned food-wise
through the shred
into play.
Yeah.
So when Jack finished his bulk and he was going to do another one, we were both like, right, okay, we know that I've got my dress fitting, we know that he's got his suit fitting, we'll do it together, and then we can at least be somewhere that we feel relatively comfortable, so that when we're heading towards the wedding, we know we're going to be where we want to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, started again.
Right.
Did it again.
Happy with the photos second time? Yeah.
Yes, I enjoy the way they look. I just struggle that I don't have the same body build. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm little. I'm like a dwarf.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And so I stand next
as
to
in
Jack.
a Lord of the Rings dwarf.
Yeah.
Not just
not like a short person.
Yeah.
Though I am that as well. Like if I stand next to Jack, Jack's very naturally lean.
Yeah.
So I always feel bigger. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's just hard.
Like
when I'm
stockier.
Like, yes.
Yeah.
So like it's hard seeing like tall Jack, and I'm like, hi. But no, yeah.
So is he more like a Doberman? And you're Doberman?
Yeah.
Is it Dober? Doberman, and you're more like a Staffy.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good job I love Staffies, but
Yeah. I love Staffies, they're my favourite.
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah. But you're not though. This is the thing. The thing is, you're probably thinking that, especially where you wear a lot of your gym gear and that. But if you were out and about, people would think you're petite, and do you know what I mean? Because you are petite, in a sense, but just with a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
But you're not Hercules fucking style.
No. I love the photos. They're great. I am really pleased, and I love that from the first photos to the second photos, I can actually see the muscle that I've put on.
Yeah.
I can see the change in my shoulders. I can see the
and that's in a short time as well.
Yeah. There's quite a bit of difference between them, which was really
which was good as well. I think it's the same as Katie's when she did like a doubler.
Yeah.
Like you could see like a lot more in there, and you've done the same, and like you can see the big changes.
Yeah.
I know probably from the naked eye, people probably don't, but you probably analysing them.
Yeah.
And like the same as if we've had a good look, and it's like fucking, you can see so much change.
Yeah.
Just from the space of a year, less
than
6 months. Probably because where Dan just made you lift the same weight all the way through. To be fair, like.
I've done 2 shreds since January, and my weights haven't gone down at all.
Yeah.
They've persistently gone up.
Which is mental. Absolutely mental. What did you learn from them then?
how to look after my food properly, to be honest.
Right.
Like that's just a big thing. It's like Jack mentioned, he always saw food as fuel, whereas I love food. Like food's my favourite. I find so much enjoyment. I love nothing more than sitting down and enjoying food.
Yeah.
So like I've got a load of friends that like to go out for drinks. I've got no interest. I want to go out for a big meal.
Yeah.
Like loads of different things. I want to try everything. I want to talk about all of the food. I want to try everyone's food. Like I just find it enjoyable. So they've very much taught me what I'm eating.
Right.
So it's much easier to look at something now and be like, oh, okay, realistically, I shouldn't fit that in today. Like, I relatively know what's in it. That's not great. We'll go for this one. But then on other days, I'll be able to look at things and be like, oh, okay, I've been really good this morning.
Yeah.
You know, I've stuck to my regular breakfast, my regular lunch. I can splash out. We'll go for this nice meal tonight. I'm a little bit all or nothing, so I think without that understanding of what's in my food and what I'm eating, I just want all of the good stuff all the time.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
So I just want it always. So I'll have I want a big breakfast, like a full English, and then I'll have something nice for lunch, and then I want like a big tea because I just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Whereas it's much easier now that I've found things that are healthier and better for me and higher protein that I enjoy for breakfast. Like the oats, the yogurts, the things like that just make when I have those things that I really, really properly enjoy. One, I enjoy them more.
Yeah.
And two, I don't feel as bad for eating them.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So would you say you've got a good balance now then between the two? Yeah.
I'm getting there. I do struggle sometimes with my tracking and things. My head runs away with itself. I am quite competitive, and my head gets competitive about food.
Right.
So we've got to manage it sometimes.
Not like eating competition, competitive, no.
No, competitive as in I will cut down to nothing.
Yeah.
Like lockdown was bad. So we've got to be careful with my food. Sometimes Jack has to keep an eye on it for me and take over sometimes. So yeah, it's still a work in progress. I haven't quite got it right at the minute, but I'm getting there.
Do you think you ever will?
I hope I will.
Yeah.
Because this kills me.
Right.
It actually kills me. Like, I will sit in tears.
Yeah.
Because my head is arguing with itself. I'll have days where I can't talk because my head is constantly arguing about what it wants to eat, what it can't eat, what it should eat, what it doesn't want to eat.
Yeah.
So I lose days. I'll lose going out for meals and things with Jack because my head physically won't let me do it. We've been out and we've had to leave places we were about to eat at because I can't make myself eat it.
Right.
Even though I'm fine. I've done exercise, I've looked after my food in the morning, and my head goes, no, you do not deserve this.
Yeah.
So I can't eat.
It's funny that.
So, I mean, touch wood. I really, really hope that I will eventually be able to. And doing the shred has given me far more clarity on what I'm putting into myself, so I can make better decisions. But occasionally it does. I have come out of this again, and I'm trying to work out my exercise and my food to not have to sit on food. Not that I don't enjoy, but without being able to enjoy what I want to enjoy.
Yeah.
When I want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I'm still, it's an uppy downy road, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
It's just a work in progress. It's just, it's tough.
I think this is, I mean, it's a food addiction in a way.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
And as much as people like to poo-poo food addictions and stuff like that, the trouble is with a food addiction with people who properly have it, food's everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's so abundant in everything, but with you, because you want your physique so much, and you know everything about the calorie balance equation, but that fight for still the niceness, it's like it'll be a never-ending battle in a sense.
Yep. So I just need to find that happy.
Yeah.
I just need, that's all I need. I just need that happy. I don't want to sit, like, I know I'm not happy at completely shredded, and I know I'm not happy at the complete other end of the spectrum where I'm eating everything that I want to eat. I just need to find that middle. And at the moment we're just above or just below.
Yeah.
So I'll put on a little bit of weight and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm teetering too far towards, I'm eating everything.
Yeah.
We just need to knock it down a few, but then my head will take over, it'll go, just track.
Yeah.
Just track everything.
Yeah.
And so it'll start tracking everything. It'll go, oh, you made it to 1.5 and you're still alive. What happens if you put it to 1.2? And it goes, oh, you're still alive at 1.2. Fantastic. What happens if you drop it again? Oh, you're still alive. Okay, great. What happens? So it's very much a managing how much I want to eat as well as my head's own self-destruction. But yeah, it's a work in progress. We're getting there. The weights help. Coming here helps because I know that I can't. So the biggest thing that I know from the shred is that I can't do my weight, I can't lift what I want to lift. I can't progress in the way I want to progress if I don't eat the right things. If I don't hit my protein, I'm not going to recover. If I don't get my carbohydrates in, I'm not going to have energy. If I don't eat my fat, I'm not going to be able to do anything. So I have to at least maintain a regular intake of something. And to be able to find the balance of having the nice food. But yeah, it's just constant. It's just, it's ongoing. I'm better. We're getting there. But that's what the shred is genuinely helped with. It gives me more understanding of it. And it's good to know because I've found that, especially this one, my head was very competitive on the first one as to trying to drop everything. Whereas on this one, I was very strict with, okay, I'm on my 1.5. This is my water. We just hit it. This is all I do. See how it goes. And it was very consistent with the loss this time. The last one wasn't. It was quite up and down. This one was very. I lost like 1 to 2 pounds every week, which was So it's good to know that that drops my weight again. So if I do lose it and I go a bit kind of above, I know I've got that to fall back on. So
you've now got all this data and tools. Don't you? You've got it now, and then if you ever do go up, you know how to bring it down.
Which is useful.
Perfect. So last one. Would I do one piece of advice to live a lean, healthy life, or should I do a different one? Go on then, just the normal one in case you had a prep.
You so do whatever one you fancy.
Because I was thinking maybe it's like, because obviously where you've taken upon weightlifting and as a female, I know I said that before, but like as a female, I think it's so hard, so it's like, sort of incorporating the two. So what piece of advice would you give to someone wanting to lean and healthier lifestyle? And would that include weightlifting?
I think it depends on the person. The biggest thing, if you want the leaner, healthier lifestyle, you have to want it. At the end of the day, you can't just sign up to a gym and think that, oh, that's great, I'll go once or twice and suddenly my life's going to be the way I want it to be. It isn't. Some people you're going to have to sacrifice things occasionally. You're going to have to realise you can't do everything you're doing because that's leading to you to where you are right now, which is clearly where you don't want to be. So there are going to be nights out that you're going to have to say either no to or taper what you're putting into yourself. Like, be realistic. Are you drinking too much? The amount of people that go, oh, you're so dedicated, and it's not dedication, it's a change of your lifestyle. That's the thing. If you're not happy with the way you look, there's something in your lifestyle that's making you look that way. So the only way to fix that is to change your lifestyle. It's not you can't sign up to a gym and hope that like the guys that are going to take you through the exercises are suddenly going to make you have a six-pack. It's not how it works. You have to change it yourself. And yes, weightlifting helps. Like, it absolutely helps me. It's getting up and being able to clear your head and get rid of some frustration on something that, isn't work is great. And it's lovely being able to exercise that isn't cardio, especially if you are like me and you've got old injuries that don't exactly lend themselves to being able to go on 50-odd mile runs like some idiots or things like that, then yeah, lift weights. It's easy, it's accessible. You don't have to start with something heavy. You can start light and enjoy yourself. And I think it just drives me mad sometimes when women turn around and go, "Ooh, I don't want to do that because it'll make me bulky." And I'll sometimes stand in front of people and be like, "Okay, so what do you think of me then?" Thanks for that. But no, yeah, very much. If you want to lead a healthy lifestyle, you have to want it.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mrs.
No
we shake
problem.
hands? Yeah. Okay, we shake hands. Thank you.